Hi, welcome to my January book haul slash book outlet Boxing Day haul. I have way too many books to show you because I went slightly crazy, so I'm only just going to say what books I got and not explain much about them because if I did that, this video would probably be like an hour plus long. The first book I have is Go Ask Alice by Anonymous. The next book I have is Zack and Mia by A.J. Betts, and I got this book because it's supposed to be kind of similar to The Fault in Our Stars, and that's one of my favorite books, so I got this one. The next book I have is Don't Turn Around by Michelle Gagnon, and I bought this book just because it's a little bit different of what typical books I'd read, but it was still cheap enough that I was like, why not? The next book is A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall, and I've been wanting to read this book for quite a while now, but it was never cheap enough for me to want to buy it, and finally I saw it in Book Outlet and decided to get it. The next book I have is Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern, and I've wanted to read this book also for a while now. I've wanted to see the movie, and I always read the book first, so I've been waiting to get this book, but I'm excited to read this one because it's a romance, and I love romances, but it is pretty big. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. The next book I have is Anna's Story by Jenna Bush, and I just got this just because it's not interesting. I had no idea it was written by Jenna Bush, and it also has, if I can find it, Jenna Bush's autograph, which is pretty cool. The next book I have is My Beautiful Failure by Janet Ruth Young. This next book I have is When We Wake by Karen Healy. This next book I have is Story of a Girl by Sarah Zarr. I have another Sarah Zarr book, Sweethearts. I didn't realize they're actually written by the same author because I feel like they're about two totally different things, but I'm excited to read some of her books. The next book I have is The Beginning of After by Jennifer Castle, and I also have another Jennifer Castle book, You Look Different in Real Life. The next book I have is Reality Boy by A.S. King. This book is Someone Else's Life by Katie Dale. The next book I have is A Missing Girl by Norma Fox Mazer. This book is The Adrenaline Crush by Lori Boyle Crompton, and I've wanted to read this book for a while. It's been on my book outlet wish list for a while, so I finally decided to buy it because the Boxing Day sale was really made books very affordable, even more affordable than they usually are. This next book I have is Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, and I've wanted to read this book for a while now too, so I finally decided to pick it up, and the hardcover is super heavy, but I'm excited to read it. This book is The Worst Thing She Ever Did, and I'm probably going to mess up the author's name. I believe it's Alice Cupers? That's what I'm going to go with, but hopefully that's right. This book I'm also probably going to mispronounce the author's name. It's Where the Kissing Never Stops by Ron Coerdig? Coerdig? I don't know, one of those two maybe. This book is Find Me by Romilly Bernard, and again, this is another book kind of like Don't Turn Around, and it looked interesting, and I don't really read these types of books all the time, so I decided to just get it. This book is Fixing Delilah by Sarah Ochler. It's another book that I've kind of been eyeing for a while, and finally, because of the Boxing Day sale, just decided to get it. This book is Wildflower by Alicia Whitaker, and if you know me, I really like books where the main characters are famous, and so this book is going to be very great for me, and hopefully maybe I can get myself into the series. This book is Breathing Underwater by Alex Flynn. This book is Bumped by Megan McCafferty, and this is another book that I've wanted to read for a while now. It's a series, but it sounds really, really good, so hopefully I can get myself into reading series again. This is Forgive Me Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick, and I've wanted to read this book again for a really, really long time, so I decided just to get it. This book is This Is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith. This book is 10 Tiny Breasts by K.A. Tucker. This book is I Know What You Did Last Summer by Lois Duncan. This book is How to Save a Life, another book by Sarah Zarr. This book is Where I Want to Be by Adele Griffin. This is The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by another book by Jennifer E. Smith. And this is my last book that I have to show you, and this is two books into one. It is Born at Midnight and Awake at Dawn by Cece Hunter, and I genuinely just want to read this book because the main character's name is Kylie, and she's in a love triangle, and that'll never happen in real life for me, so I decided to read about it. Those are all the books that I have to show you today. I hope to kind of get better at making book hauls. The past few months I haven't really been buying a whole lot of books, so I haven't really had much to haul. But with the Boxing sale, obviously, there were quite a few books, the last 30 books that you just saw, but I'm trying to get better at filming them every month, but that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.